What's going on, guys? WingsOfEnd here and welcome back to another Redstone tutorial. And today, guys, I'm going to show you how to make this really cool and simple slime door in Minecraft Pocket Edition. So if you guys are excited for that, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. And without further ado, let's get right into today's video. This is the first time that I'm actually starting a tutorial in survival mode. You can see that we are using this slime mob instead of the slime blocks. This is an actual slime that is going to move and definitely hurt you. You can see that he is inside of the minecart and then minecart is inside of the soul sand. And because the minecart actually synced into the soul sand, it's like 1 pixel lower than the grass or any other block that you're using. So that way we can't actually push the minecart out of the way, and he's just going to sit right over here and protecting the entrance to our base. You can see that this is an actual door. If we try to walk through it, you can see that he's just going to push us and not allow us to go through. Now make sure that you are wearing armor, otherwise if you fail this, he's definitely going to kill you. But make sure that you don't have thorns on, because that way you are actually going to kill the slime and you definitely don't want that to happen. Now, I'm not saying that this is 100% proved. You can probably power through this if you like sprint and just kind of let it hurt you a little bit, but we have a little button right here that's actually connected to a piston right above of the head of the slime. If we press it, he's not gonna be able to actually punch us because the piston is gonna get in his head. I know that sounds really wrong, but that way he's not going to be able to actually see us, and he can't actually punch us with the duration of this button. If you want the duration to be a little bit longer, you can obviously just make a little clock, but you can see if we try it over here, he's just going to push us. When we actually press this button, you can see he's not going to punch us right here, so we can basically just walk through this side right here without him hurting us. This is incredibly simple. All we have is just this slime in the minecart inside of the soul sand, and we have a piston right there in the middle, and that's basically it. But I'm going to show you how to set this up right now. So the blocks we're going to need for this are block for your choice, soul sand, piston, rail, minecart, and of course the slime that we're going to use for the door, and of course we're going to need a button. If you are doing this in survival, you are going to need to find a swamp biome or a slime chunk to basically get the slime. But what we want to do is place in our soul sand just like so, and the way that the minecart is actually going to sink over here is only if you actually drop in the minecart. That way it's going to sink and it's not going to move anywhere. But of course, to do that, we're going to need to create a bit of a platform where we're going to have our rails, and we can basically push in the minecart with the slime over here to make sure it's going to sink in. Another thing that we need to do is just put a little bit of the barrier over here, so that way it's not going to fly anywhere and it's going to end up in the soul sand. Another thing that we need to do is just temporarily place some of the blocks over here, so that way when we actually spawn in the slime, it's not gonna be able to escape. So this is just to actually prevent the big slime of escaping. All of the little ones can maybe just go through the holes, but what we need to do is actually put in our rail just like so and start spawning in the slimes. Obviously, if you are in survival, you're gonna have to catch one, but look for the biggest slime that you can find. Obviously, on the first try this is not gonna work because we got the smallest one, and this is the one that we are actually looking for. So just go ahead and place in your little minecart and get it right over here, and just nudge it in all the way into the soul sand just like so. And he's actually gonna be stuck over there because we dropped in the minecart and it's actually stuck in the soul sand. I'm going to prove that in just a little bit after I remove all of these blocks. Now that we got our slime set up and ready to go, you can see that we can't actually move this because it's synced like 1 pixel in the soul sand, and we basically can't push this and he's kinda stuck over here. One thing that you can do in survival is actually name this guy so he's not going to disappear. But when you are building the door, make sure that you are building corresponding to the long side of the minecart and not this one right over here. So just go ahead and actually build the door around over here by doing a little bit of the framework. You're going to notice that we can't put any of the blocks right here. That's because the slime hitbox is in the way. So what we need to do is basically push in all of the blocks. One thing that you need to do is actually have a normal piston upside down right in the middle where the minecart is. That way, with the press of the button, slime is not gonna be able to see us for as long as the delay is of a wooden button, stone button, or any other delay that you actually set up. He's not gonna be able to see us, and it's not gonna be able to punch us, and that's just gonna give us enough time to actually walk right through over here, through the sides. But what we need to do is actually set this up, because as I said, you need to push the blocks in right over here. So make sure that the piston is actually in the middle, so that would be this block right here. So what we need to do is just go ahead and put in our little piston over here upside down, and we're going to use other piston over here just to kind of push it in, but of course we need a button. So just go ahead and repeat the process over here. Now we're going to use the block of our choice. You can see that the piston is in the correct position, so what we need to do is actually push other blocks from this side. So we're basically going to do the same thing, but now we just need to put in our door frame. So we're just gonna go ahead and do something like that, and we can destroy all of these guys and basically go ahead and put in our final block. So we can see that this piston is in the middle and right in the middle of the slime right over here. So what we need to do is actually put another layer over here, but you can see again we can't place the blocks right over here, so we need to use the little piston one more time. Just like so, and we can put in our final blocks right here, and we need to do the same on the just like that. And what we have to do is just put in the button right over here in the middle block on either side. That way we can actually activate the piston. And another thing that I need to do is just build a little border, otherwise all of this slime is going to attack me when I try to demonstrate. And believe it or not, we are basically done. This is your door set up and ready to go. You can see if you try to run over here, he's just gonna be punching us and not letting us through. But if we press the button right here, he's not gonna be able to see us, and we can walk right through him over here at the sides. Again, if you try, he's just gonna punch us. And again, make sure that you don't have any thorns on your armor, otherwise you're going to kill him by accident. Again, if we press the button right here, you can see we are gonna be able to walk through without him punching us, even though he is gonna be looking at us all the way. You can see again, he's just gonna kind of follow me with the eyes, but he can't actually punch me. But yeah guys, that's basically all there is for this tutorial. If you guys have enjoyed it or find it useful, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe if you're new. If you think any of your friends would enjoy this little tutorial, make sure to share it with them. But as always, I really hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.